What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the All About Nothing podcast. I'm Spencer.
I'm Jared.
And I'm Mambo.
Let's get this shit started.
Nothing.
All right, what's going on, guys? The fifth All About Nothing podcast. Exciting episode today. We have our first real guest.
What up, what up?
Why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us what you do.
I'm Mambo. I run a podcast called The Real Podcast. It's also about nothing.
Which is the best kind of podcast.
Exactly. You can't beat that.
We bring on guests, and they talk to me, unless they're eating Mike and Ike's, and I have to yell at them in the middle of the podcast.
Me and Spencer usually get all of our eating out before the podcast.
Me too. I need to put up a new policy.
No eating?
No eating within 5 feet of the microphone.
Or at least just don't chew right into the mic.
Some
Well, we were
ASMR.
talking about putting out hors d'oeuvres because in the last podcast they were sharing Mike and Ike's and a banana, and I was thinking how funny it would be if we just had like these random, just hors d'oeuvres that you wouldn't expect, like
calamari.
Not even at that degree. Just like half a banana, some like chili just spilled out on the table with a fork, stuff like that.
No, do you know what I'd love to see? Put a banana out, then put some Sprite next to it, and just hope they casually eat and drink it.
Mentos and Diet Coke.
Just start poisoning your guests.
Just have these terrible concoctions.
That'd be fucking hilarious. That'd be terrible. Get a little bucket to the side so they could throw up into that too. Be a whole segment.
Actually, you know what? I can honestly see you doing some shit like that. Like, just be like, just before we get started, we're going to do a little, food challenge. Just try to guess what this is and just fucking blend a bunch of shit together.
Oh, man. I did a food challenge once and blended a bunch of shit together, and it was probably one of the worst things I've ever
Wasn't
done.
that against Chris?
Yeah, it was me and Chris Rudnick. We did a thing on both of our channels. It was a 2-part thing. We both filmed ourselves going to Stop and Shop. So the idea was we were going to try and get we were going to make the nastiest smoothies possible, and whoever could drink their nasty smoothie the fastest wins. And the loser has to drink really spicy hot peppers.
I don't think there's any real winner.
Did I say drink hot peppers?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, you have to eat the hot peppers. So, yeah, there's no real winner in this situation. It's just somebody who doesn't lose as hard.
Okay, I like that policy. It's pretty much life.
But, well, literally, you could have just not drank the... Oh, I didn't even think about that. If I didn't drink the smoothie, I would have lost, and I only would have had to eat the pepper.
I think the peppers weren't as bad.
No, they weren't as bad as I was expecting. So we go to Stop and Shop. We film ourselves picking out items. You can only pick like 3 different things. Or no, 6 different things.
6, Jesus.
So I forget what it was. I think the one he had me drink had like an entire onion, little like sardines.
I was going to say, one of you had anchovies or sardines or
Yeah,
something.
That's disgusting.
Anchovies, maybe. I don't know. A bunch of nasty stuff. So the whole time we're just like filming ourselves drinking it and puking on the table.
Oh, God.
And there was a lot of people there watching too. There was like a little audience. It was like 15 people just like, "Oh, dude, that's gross." So then by
Some
the
hype
end,
men.
yeah, and I started having I was like getting like anxiety before it too. I'm like, I don't know if like this concoction will kill me. I don't know what he put in there. I wouldn't put it past him to put like some, Tide
Rat
Pods
poison.
in there. Even though this was before Tide Pods were like something you would eat, but he's an innovator. So
You might have even started the Tide Pod challenge.
could have started it. There could have been stuff in there that I don't know about. And yeah, so we just did all that, and then I drank a hot pepper, or why am I drinking the hot peppers? I ate a hot pepper.
Yeah, what's going on with
that?
that?
Sucked too.
It's
Yeah, I
the
don't know what's
smoothie
going on.
challenge.
Oh, yeah.
He's thinking
The
about
drink,
the smoothie.
blended
the drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That sounds pretty crazy.
yeah, that was a lot of fun. But yeah, now we're just doing the podcast. The vlogs aren't going on anymore. I might do a few here and there, but I'm focusing on the podcast because I don't know. I think it might be the future of what's going on here as far as trends on YouTube. And
Yeah, I mean,
whatnot.
podcasts are huge now.
They're growing big, and it's not like it's not a new thing.
Well, I mean, me and
as far
Spencer
as the
kind of
history
started
of it. Yeah, you guys definitely did start.
We were pioneers of the podcast,
Dude,
even
I
though
hope
yours has more episodes than us.
And more.
Yeah,
Me and Spencer talk a lot of shit about our podcast and how great it is.
dude, I hear you guys. You have Post Malone coming on. I see.
Yeah, we had Travis Pastrana up there, but we
Uh-huh.
canceled on him.
Oh,
We
he's
actually-
not good enough.
No.
Yeah, no. Well, so here's the deal. He canceled on us. We're probably going to have him on next week, but we're not going to air it because once we get our Patreon going, we're going to start, releasing those episodes to the Patreon people. But
See, this is
We're
what I'm
not gonna
talking
release that
about.
just
We
to
make up
YouTube,
so
'cause-
much bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start just lying on my podcast. I do. I was like, well, I can't say it. I can't say the R word because I got my ads pulled because of it. But I was saying Macaulay Culkin was touching little boys, and that was a lie.
Spencer's last episode said we had 40 billion listeners
40 billion.
when there's only 8 billion on this planet.
We're at 26,000 listeners a week right
That's
now.
awesome,
That's
dude.
huge.
So
That's
I'm
really
stoked on that. The last video was probably my favorite one we've done, and I keep calling them videos because I only put them on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
But that was the favorite one we have done, but it's not getting a lot of views, and I think it's just the way that YouTube works, as far as the algorithms and stuff.
Yeah, who knows? YouTube's all sorts of fucked.
Yeah. YouTube's fucked me quite a bit in the past, but
It seems like they're kind of running it like a corporate company. Like they're
It's
really
very
protecting
corporate.
their personal image.
Yeah, their personal image. They're protecting the fact that, I mean, they don't want to lose advertisers, because if you have people like me going on there swearing all the time and saying stupid stuff, advertisers don't want to be putting their name on
Yeah.
that. So say I talk about Macaulay Culkin touching little boys, and then all of a sudden it's like, hey kids, do you like Capri Sun?
Oh yeah.
So they don't want that.
Oh no.
But they'll pay money for that guy that sang that My He song.
I don't know that guy.
You don't remember that?
What?
That was
What did
like
he do?
way back. The guy that sits
Oh,
in
the
the chair.
Numa
and he's
Numa
like,
song.
The Numa Numa. Yeah.
That's
Oh,
what-
Numa Numa.
He was a
Yeah.
pioneer
That was like
of YouTube.
E-Bomb's world, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That guy probably made billions of dollars just off that one video.
What a boss.
They had so many
we
of those,
can't
like,
talk about
original
fucking-
videos.
Did they even have ads back then? I feel like that guy did that and made no money.
Probably. I wonder if his video's still up. Probably billions of views.
Once he figured out that he could monetize videos, he's like,
Boom,
done.
and then just retires.
Oh man.
But that was one of the big videos. The panda sneezing.
Imagine your entire life being built around one video. I mean, a guy like the Numa Numa guy.
Or Star Wars Kid.
or chocolate.
I loved Star Wars Kid.
Exactly.
The kid with the broom that would swing that around.
Basically,
Star Wars.
anybody that shows up on Tosh.0, your whole life
Yup.
is just based
The web
around-
redemptions. I loved those.
Yeah, if you're a web redemption person, your whole life is based around this stupid fucking thing you did on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
It's just
what?
one stupid thing.
And it's like, it's crazy. Like you were just telling us before, like how you've done like crazy shit, and then like you walked into Cumbies and some guy came up to you and was like, my kid watched you on YouTube.
Yeah, you just
Yeah,
told us
which
that.
is
That's pretty
weird.
crazy.
It's like going to the grocery store and you can never be recognized. Like you never not be recognized again, you know?
I get recognized at car shows.
Oh yeah.
That's like the only place I really get recognized, because it's like a lot of my people I feel like are from Connecticut, and they watch because they're like, oh, this is local, this is cool, blah 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 blah. So I said blah 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 to the cop the other night, and he's like, you need to explain. You can't just say blah blah blah. Blah. So if your listeners are thinking the same thing, I'm sorry. That's
Why
all
were
you
you talking
get.
to a cop?
Never mind. I was looking
Blah,
for
blah, blah,
someone. I
blah.
had a missing person. They were drunk and stumbling around
shit.
Torrington. We
Oh.
need to find them.
Did you find them?
Yeah. They showed up in a strange car later, and they were this other kid. They were like fighting with each other
Oh,
in the
God.
street, and then they were hugging, and fighting, and hugging, fighting and hugging,
And blah, 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 blah.
and blah blah. But where I was going with this is I don't remember.
We were talking about being recognized.
Oh yeah, so it's like a lot of people from Connecticut that watch my channel, I think. So even though only 67% of people are from the United States that watch my channel, I think a big portion of that 67% are people from Connecticut.
Let me think about it. Word of mouth is like the best way to
Yeah,
pretty much grow.
yeah. And when I go to local car shows, that's usually where I find people. And it's always underage kids asking me for beer. They're like, "There's Mambo, he has beer."
Oh God.
He'll get us beer. He'll get us Jewel Pods.
That guy is always drunk. Let's
Oh,
see if we can get some beer. And I think I did it once. I think I gave some kid a beer once.
Don't say that on the podcast.
Underage.
I didn't.
As I'm
ID
going
him.
to school to be a police
Is it
officer.
illegal to not ID him?
Well, you're not like
And
a
I just
bartender or
assumed
anything.
he was old enough.
Yeah, you don't own a liquor store. You should be fine.
Just say it was a joke.
It was a joke. I'm an actor. I used to say that. I was when I was underage drinking on YouTube. I would.
Self-incrimination. Here we go.
I'm joking again, obviously.
This is all just a sting me and
this is-
Spencer set
I'm
up to get
actually
you
a-
arrested because we
this is
want your views.
I'm an actor. This is all staged, but so what we used to do on YouTube was we would be drinking like beer out of cups, and I would put like a little I would say like I'm drinking a beer in the video. I'm like, oh, this is good beer or something like that. But like on the corner of the video, it'd be just kidding. It's just apple juice. And I assume like that would be cool because like a lot of my friends who are doing drift videos on the streets would just say like filmed in Mexico. And
Yeah.
oh
Oh,
like,
God.
Oh yeah, this will work.
It's just apple juice. No big deal.
Yeah, there's like a dog drinking it, and I'm like, yeah, it's just apple juice. Yeah, that was at the car show in Bart Campson where we were, just acting and stuff.
I remember, speaking of a video of you drinking, I remember a video
Oh God.
of somebody going through John Tracy's wall.
Oh, the New Year's Eve party. That was a reckless video. I was talking about that last night because we were at the house that was filmed at. And, yeah, we weren't underage drinking there. We were just pretending to be. And
I can't be on this podcast.
I think that's one of those laws that, like, if you break it and you talk about it, like, you can't get in trouble in the future. I think that's, like, that only goes for, like, murder and stuff like that.
I don't think so.
Like, I can't get me for, like,
That's not what I learned in school.
Okay, so we were
Yeah, they can't
acting
get
in this.
you.
we
With
were
my
prete-
teacher who's a judge.
we were pretending to be drinking in this video, and we were just like wrestling in my living room, and this other dude Joey got thrown. I think Chris Rudnick threw Joey through the wall, and then there's a big hole, and like we immediately just start patching it up with like a Bud Light box, and then we're like
That's gonna stay.
This whole video we're just wasted. I can't believe I used to film this stuff, and now I'm just like getting filmed talking about it.
Yeah.
But we went to the party that we were going to, and I just filmed everybody doing stupid shit, popping champagne bottles. I had a video. Oh, this is where I got in trouble. There's like I've had like a short clip of some girl puking in a garbage can.
Oh God.
And then like we're walking, and like in the part of the video we're walking home, me and this other dude, and we're like, yeah, that was a good party except for the part where that one bitch was puking in the garbage. She ended up tweeting about it, all pissed off.
Oh my
She's like,
God.
fuck the real Mambo.
Wow.
I'm like, I think I shouldn't have posted that. That was
You
a
could
bad
just
thing.
DM'd me and would have taken it down,
Yeah. No, I wouldn't have taken it.
Never mind that. She made the right call.
I got some good views on that, dude.
Yeah, there was like a drinking game you guys were playing. I
The
saw
drinking game. And then the funniest part of that video is when the people are in the middle of the street, these two friends of mine just yelling at each other. The one dude is like trying to stop the other guy from going somewhere, like walking away drunk. Same dude we were looking for the other night walking around drunk.
What's going on with this guy?
And
Get
like,
him on the podcast too.
he's like trying. This one dude's trying to hold him back, and he just keeps going, stop. The kid who's trying to run away, stop. And then my buddy would be like, stop. In his face, he'd be like, stop.
Oh God.
So it's like a solid 30 seconds where all you hear is the word stop. Yeah, so that sums up that video. That was a lot of fun. It was a good party. We had fun. Rough morning.
So one thing I wanted to talk about was before the real Mambo became a thing, there was a way back OG YouTube channel called
Yes.
Got Bikes.
Got Bikes, BMX people. It's still out there.
Shout out to Monis, by the way.
Bonus.
He's out in fucking Texas. We were going to the gym and hanging out a lot. Like he'd be here all the time. And now that he's gone, it sucks. But yeah, he's a good dude.
Oh yeah, you guys go to Energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Got Bikes was cool because we were just doing it for fun. That was before you could ever even think about making revenue on YouTube. And we were just riding our bikes, and we had all these tricks that we could do, and we wanted to show them off. And Monis was a very talented, and still is a very talented editor. So we were able to make these very professionally grade videos just at our local skate park and put them
That's
out.
pretty awesome.
And there was a website called The Come Up, and it's a website where you would see a lot of professional BMX videos and some, not professional videos. And we were able to get a few videos on there. None that I was.
Awesome.
There was one where I had a couple tricks in it, but none that were like dedicated videos to me. Because we had some videos where like it was a collab. You'd have like 10 different riders or something like that, and then we would have like our own individual videos. But my style of riding was always very strange. Like, I wouldn't just do like your normal 360. I would do it, but I would like throw my foot on the ground, do something weird, something like that isn't that difficult, but nobody thought to do it.
Just a little taste.
Yeah,
Little
I
extra
like
flavor.
the style. I like the style.
And this was like when the fisheye was a big deal.
Oh,
Oh,
the fisheye.
yeah.
That was a
Fisheye.
huge
A lot
trend.
of fisheye was going on.
Everything was fisheye.
Yeah. And, our videos came out good. And then I showed my parents, and they watched it, and they thought it was cool. But when you would get suggested videos from that, and Mona's had another channel where there's videos of us just like, "Yeah, fuck you, Riley."
God.
Some guy had it. There's a little legit one of our friends, Barney, had his balls in a vice grip.
What the fuck kind of videos are you filming?
And then my parents told me that they don't want me to ever make a YouTube video again.
And look at you now.
And look
Yeah,
at you with
I
an own podcast.
decided that I'm just gonna, keep making videos. They don't know about the podcast. Don't tell them.
Okay, I won't.
I mean, actually, you know what? They probably do listen to us because we have so many followers.
They're on next week.
250 or what is it? 350 million followers. All United States people. Everybody in the United States listens.
Yep.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Those
Most
are low
of them are
numbers for
good
us,
for
though,
you.
honestly.
Yeah.
Those are on a bad podcast.
Yeah, we actually
On the bad
we
episodes.
really do have 40 billion.
40 billion.
You just can't see it. No one can
We
see it. We
actually
don't
have
make any money.
intergalactic people listening.
Yeah, we had the Martians.
We hit up Elon Musk, right?
Oh,
When he sent that Tesla up into space, he also discovered life on Mars. Told them about the All About Nothing podcast. They all instantly
Loved
generated technology
Yeah.
and got hold of our shit and just fucking fell in love.
they're just bumping it through them Tesla speakers on Mars, man.
Yeah, that's
and
all.
that's why we have Post Malone next week.
Good for you guys.
Thanks.
Dude, speaking about Elon Musk, my next week's episode. So we're not sure. We're supposed to either have Cam Courier on Saturday or the following Saturday. We're not sure yet. We got to schedule stuff. But if we don't do that one, whatever weekend he's not on, we're doing a pretty fucking weird podcast. It's like we were gonna call it Stoner Thoughts, but I think I'm gonna change the name because I don't even smoke weed. But it's
I'm
just
just gonna turn my car into my garage, close the door, see what happens.
I'm coming up with so I'm having a couple people on. We have we're just gonna talk about weird trippy shit like
Like the
I was-
Mandela effect.
I don't know about that, but I'm talking about the first thing I've been studying is the simulation theory, and I'm like watching YouTube videos this morning, taking notes, trying to get all my facts straight. So when I like these two other dudes that are coming on have no clue. I just told them that they're coming on the podcast, and now I'm gonna be telling them, do you know that you are living in a computer simulation right now?
And then you go off.
And then I just go on a rant about facts and stuff.
Are you gonna talk about flat Earth?
I talked about flat Earth, and I have some haters from the flat Earth community.
You're like banned from the flat Earth community.
Because I put flat Earth in the title. What I do is I film full podcasts, and I also put up clips so that people that don't want to watch an entire podcast can just watch the clips
Yeah.
of some of the highlights. And in one of the clip videos, the title is like me and Spencer talk about flat Earth, and so when people looked up flat Earth, that video would come up for some people, and they would see me talking shit about people that believe in flat Earth. So then all these flat Earthers are telling me I'm an idiot and stuff.
I saw the
you don't
funniest
understand.
news article.
You saw the funniest.
It was
news
about
article.
flat Earth. It was like a guy spends $20,000 to try to prove flat Earth and ends up backfiring on him and just proving that the Earth is
Oh.
round, and he just gets fucked over.
Well, there's a documentary on Netflix called I don't know, something flat Earth. I shouldn't have said what it's called because I don't know what it's called, but it's about the flat Earth.
It's called something flat Earth, actually.
something flat Earth.
Blah 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 blah.
And yeah, blah 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 blah. All right, listen, buddy. You gotta say more than blah blah blah. Well, I had to say I was lying to him, so I had
Oh,
to,
you can't say that. Oh my god.
so
This podcast just went downhill instantly.
so this
Oh,
document.
lying to him.
So this documentary on the flat Earth, it's like this whole thing, and these guys are trying to prove that the Earth is flat. And at the very end of the documentary, the guy's like, "Okay, so we're gonna put a camera right here, and then 5 miles away, we're gonna have a light. In the center, we're gonna have this plywood with a circle in it, and they're all gonna be at the same height, at the same sea level.
Mm-hmm.
So theoretically, if the flashlight goes through the hole in the center of this 5 miles, and then makes it to the camera, you'll be able to see the flashlight through the camera if the Earth is flat. If you can't see the flashlight, there's curvature to the Earth
Okay.
because the
Yeah.
hole would be too high for the light to go through. So they do it. They don't see the light, and then the guy's like, just raise the flashlight up to 23 feet above sea level, which would prove if it's at that height, that would prove the curvature of the Earth that they say it is. So they rid the flashlight up, and the guy goes, "You see it in the camera."
Yeah.
And the guy goes, "Interesting, interesting." And then the movie ends.
Well, now I don't need to fucking watch it.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Well, yeah. I mean, they debunked it, right?
Yeah, exactly. They just kind of prove themselves wrong.
I'm like, what the hell? I was like, because I watched this entire thing, and that's how it ends. I'm like, what the hell did I just watch?
2 hours of your life gone.
Yeah.
Netflix is making moves though. They're just trying to hit all the like popular
But
things.
they are the Fire Festival, like we talked about a couple episodes ago.
Yeah.
Ted Bundy tapes.
The Catch a Predator or the
Some interesting stuff.
Abduct in Plain Sight
Yep.
thing.
Well, I want to see something on this simulation theory.
That'd be cool.
That's what.
Maybe you can make it.
Dude, I'm gonna make it. I have a lot of notes. I've been watching YouTube videos all morning studying this. I can't remember anything I wrote down, but I wrote it down, so I'm gonna study
somewhere.
it. Yeah. So the basis of it all, though, this is it. This is what reality is.
Yeah.
You're living in a computer, because look at how much technology has advanced.
Oh,
in
yeah.
Just the 10 years. Think about a video game 10 years ago and think of a video game now. It's a big difference.
From Pong.
Now think about, that's probably like it's gone like 100 times. It's gotten like 100 times better. So
Yeah.
you go another 100 years from now, another 1,000 years, think about how legit it's going to be. You could probably create this. Boom.
Why you
If
fuck
we
do you
could
do that
do
to me?
If we could do it, maybe somebody else did it.
Already.
And
that's
then
right.
we're living in it, and then we're going to do it, and there's going to be another. Like, we could be like the 100th simulation.
That is insane.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about stuff like that on either next week's podcast or the one after. Or this week's
Definitely
podcast.
check out his podcast to listen to more of that, because I know I am.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about this theory I have that I came up with, but then I looked it up and I found out that other people were thinking about
They
it.
just copied you. Go on.
Yeah, so so say your shirt is red.
Okay.
You
It's
see
more like a
it.
salmon.
All right, let's say it's salmon. No, we're going to say it's red because it's an easier color. So I'm looking at it, I see red. And you look at it, you see it red. But some reason, what you see as red is actually what I see as blue.
Oh, but I just know it as red. Yes, I've thought about that.
Yeah, dude.
That blows my mind.
Yeah, so I looked that up, and some guys like Vsauce.
Okay. Vsauce.
Yeah,
Michael here.
Vsauce, like not the normal Vsauce with no number after. There's like a 2 and a 3. All right, so Vsauce with the bald head and the glasses.
Michael.
Michael here.
Yeah, Vsauce Michael here. Yeah, that guy. So he said that I'm probably right. So,
shit.
And I was really drunk one night trying to explain this to people.
He is
You
now
gotta
of age.
understand, this color is different than your color, and blah, blah, blah. And they're like, shut the hell up.
Oh, God.
Next day, I'm sending everybody a link to this video. I'm like, I told you,
bitch.
I told you. So, yeah, we're going to be talking about that, the simulation, and whatever else I come up with.
The real podcast.
A real podcast featuring some trippy shit next week.
Yeah,
Oh,
everybody needs to check that out. I mean, I'm sure literally all the people listening to ours probably do listen to yours. So
I doubt it. You probably got some,
we got some weird people on our shit too.
I wonder if
I've
my
got
dad
really
listens to
weird
yours.
stuff. I've got really weird stuff. Really weird people. Yeah, they say some weird stuff. I have a dude who's got a picture of me that he found somewhere. He must have screenshotted my Snapchat I took one night when I was drinking. I have an entire
He is
Bud
now
Light-
of age, though, right? You are? This
I
isn't
am,
underage
yes, I
anymore.
am.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm 22. So this kid's got his Instagram profile picture is me with an entire beer can shoved in my mouth.
How did that happen?
And yeah, I just thought that was strange that was his profile picture.
Jeez. I actually have an old picture of you on my phone. Well,
Do I
let me
look
go.
good?
Let me go back. Let me back up a
Yeah,
little bit.
let's hear it.
We were talking about the Got Bikes thing, and so I, as a year younger than Mambo and all the guys that are in the Got Bikes gang, I was
It's not a gang, it's a club.
It was a club. Yeah, you're right. So the club, I was just super excited about being around, like watching their stuff on YouTube. I thought they were so cool. Like I couldn't bike because I'm real fat and I wasn't gonna do any of that. So I was like, I'm gonna just like watch them do it. I was like, I'm gonna try to do all the video camera stuff. Like,
Yeah, that's what Monis did.
Yeah.
He couldn't ride a bike.
You could ride a skateboard though.
You could ride it. You can do any
You
tricks
could
on
do
it.
any cool tricks. But so I was like, if I could just get on a skateboard and just try to get some shots, I'll maybe they'll let me in. So I had this really shitty camera, and I Home Depot rigged a fisheye together with a.
Oh man.
Got like PVC pipe and like one of those door peepers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you zoom in on it, it turns into a fisheye.
That's pretty odd. That's
Ooh.
yeah.
That is pretty good, Spence.
So
Good
I
job.
made it. So I made that, and I was just going around like with these guys. I think it was just you and maybe like I can't even think of who else it was, but there was like 2 other people there, and it was Marcus Ames.
Oh yeah.
So you guys were like riding your bikes and stuff, and I had this picture, and I found it. I put it on my Facebook, and I think I tagged like Got Bikes. I was like, "Oh, these guys are cool."
I hope you didn't say that, because the reason why you didn't continue to be in it is probably because you said, "Oh, these guys are cool," and posted pictures of us.
I didn't even. Yeah, it was a little weird. I didn't.
These guys are cool.
I didn't put any.
Oh, dude.
Let me see.
X up, dude.
That's great.
I'm riding. That's me, man.
And that's a good picture of you with the, that's the classic Mambo
That
right there.
is
Oh, yeah?
that is what I am known for looking like, I guess.
The long hair and the bandana.
jeez.
Wow.
Bring that look back, dude.
I should, dude. I had my hair down to my nips for a while.
You did.
And then we were at the skate park, and it was like super hot out that day. I'm like, screw this, man. I think I was living in a closet for a while, so like I don't think I was showering for a few days.
Oh my.
Wait,
And then
Wait, go
what?
back.
whoa,
You can't just skip over this.
We'll get to that. Anyway, where I was going with this is that I had long hair. It was really hot out, so I put my hair in a ponytail. We cut it off with a knife, and then I rocked that for like a day, and then this girl showed up with some like preschool scissors, like the colorful plastic handle. Yeah, we just kind of trimmed it up, and that was how I rocked my hair for like 3 months.
That's
and-
ballsy.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. I thought it was a good haircut. I didn't realize that it was like really fucked up looking. But yeah, so yeah, I was living in a closet then. That's what you wanted to hear about.
I was Harry Potter for a little bit.
You know Piper?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I was living in her closet one summer because I used to live up in Winchester Center, and that was very far from the skate park. So rather than riding my bike down there, I was like, I'll just hang out here. And, we were all chilling all the time, like trying to stay out late and everything. So, yeah, she was dating this dude, Stevie. And so they would be in there in her room. And then I would come walking in with my friends and be like, hey, guys, how's it going? And we'd go hang out in my closet. And
Does she have a big closet?
it's like 6 foot deep, 3 feet wide. It's just enough space. Oh, and there's like a little side thing that like juts in that's like 2 feet wide, 1 foot deep, and I would fold my clothes and like keep them there and stuff.
Oh, jeez.
But like I had like 6 blankets I put on the ground, and it was a cool spot. You go in there, you could clam bake it really easy, and that's just it. That was it. I would eat like what was I eating for like a day? One day I lived off of what are those chocolate
Squirrels. Tums?
things? No, they're
Tums?
chocolate chips.
Oh. I was thinking like M&Ms or something, but you're talking about straight up chocolate chips.
But
Found
then
them in the backyard. It was pretty cool. I got them for free.
But then my parents got real pissed off, and I had to go home. And but I got more mobile, and I got this moped. Yeah, so I was able to like get where I needed to go faster, and I was driving that illegally too, because you had to be 16 and have a driver's license, I guess. Because I found out when I got hit by a car.
Oh my God! What goes on in your life?
So the year was 2013. It's fall. I was a senior in high school, and I was riding my moped down to the skate park to buy some weed. And
Dude! What the hell?
it's decriminalized now. It's basically legal.
Oh my God!
I don't smoke anymore. I really don't. I'm quite I got my shit together pretty good now. But I was riding down there on my moped, and I was just chilling, cruising down. It was a pretty cold day. It's fall. And I'm coming down the hill, and this car cuts across my lane to turn left. like right as I'm like, so I just smash into this car and go, ah! Go like, it's like I went over the roof of this thing. It's like I saw a car coming. I'm like cranking, probably going like 35, dude.
On a moped, that seems really fast.
Well, this is a 1981 Pooch with like the tires are like BMX tires kind of, and it's got pedals and stuff.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
I had one of those.
Yeah, dude, it was sick. You got a Pooch, or you just got a pedal one?
Not a Pooch, just a pedal one. Yeah.
Dude, I think it's called a Puck, but I like calling it a Pooch. But but the car pulls out in front of me, and I'm like, oh fuck! So I like slam the brakes best I can. I hit the car. I go rolling over the hood, and I land on the ground. I'm like laying there, blah blah blah, and this lady, this lady
bleeding out, but blah blah blah.
No, not really any blood, just a little bit. And I hit the ground. And I'm like, what the fuck just happened? And this lady gets out. She's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. First thing I say, I don't know. I'm not going to say this word, but I was like, it starts with a C-U, ends with an N-T. And
God.
so I started, Yuka, N-T, And yeah, I haven't said that word since. It's not a good word. That's why I say C-U-N-T.
You just spell it out.
I usually just say see you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.
So I'm like,
see you next Tuesday. See you next Tuesday. I'm just yelling that. I was pissed and my leg hurt and shit. So then, she's like, stay down. I'm not staying down. I'm laying in the middle of the fucking road. It's a dumb place to be laying.
Just lay there. Wait for the next car to come in.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm limping across the road. She's like, you might have a back injury. Get down. All the neighbors are out. Everybody's like, lay down. Everybody's looking at me like I'm a zombie. I'm like, you, see you next Tuesday. See you next Tuesday. And then I look at my moped. I'm like, that was a fucking classic.
The Pooch.
See you next Tuesday. Yeah, I was like, that's a classic. That's a classic. I'm freaking out. She's like, I'm calling 911. Don't call 911. I don't have a license.
Oh, God.
And then she's like, no, you need an ambulance. Get down. I don't need an ambulance. It just hurts. I'm good. Moped, there's gasoline all over the place. His moped is smashed and bashed. God. I'm like, see you next Tuesday. And then I don't know. They get me to sit there, and then all of a sudden, the fire department, the ambulance, the cops, they're all blocking off the road. And I'm just sitting there like, what the hell is going on? Sirens and everything. It's all blocked off. They got sand all over the gas and everything.
Yeah, you got to clean it up.
I'm like, what a scene this lady caused. Like, this lady caused a scene, dude. So then they're going to cut my pants off.
Ooh.
The ambulance is like, we need to see your leg. We need to cut your pants off. I'm like, no, I just took my pants off real quick. I'm like, no, don't cut the pants. I only got 2 pairs.
I'm living in a closet. Come on, guys.
Well, this is after the closet, but I get it. So she, well, no, I don't know. I can't remember. But anyway, the cop shows up. This Bob guy, I think his name is. So he's like, I got to give you a ticket, man. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, all right, yeah, that's cool. I'll take it. But I ended up fighting the ticket. It got nollied. Nice. So that was sick. I didn't even have to go to court. They're
Congratulations.
Just like, I think like they ask you like a reason on the paper. I'm like, got hit by a car. Good enough.
Did they write good enough, or you wrote good enough?
I wrote good enough.
I was gonna say, they're like, all right, good enough
right.
reason.
Isn't that good enough? I ended up breaking my pinky. And that was it. Yeah. So
how'd you survive
Did
that?
she give you any money?
I got her insurance gave me $800 for the Pooch, and the Pooch didn't end up being as bad. It needed a new gas cap, and the crank arm was bent on the pedal.
That's not bad at all. No.
So
What?
yeah. So I got him going, and I spent the $800 in a week.
On what?
We don't need to go into that.
No, I want to
Having a good damn time.
I really want to
I looked fresh as fuck, too.
You got 3 pairs of
Let's
pants.
just say I was the best looking and the most drunk at the party.
Oh, God.
It's like you got a fucking tuxedo.
It's $100 worth of vomit right there.
Oh, Jesus.
Holy shit.
So, yeah, that's the moped story.
See, it kind of like transitions into what we were going to talk about, which is like, we talked about the got bikes, and now we're like that was like part of your whole past. So like,
it's
what
quite the evolution.
So what are you doing now?
Now I'm podcasting, man. I was vlogging for a while. The vlogs were cool, and then I just kind of stopped doing it. I fell out of it. It was too much work. The thing with vlogging is you're editing and filming every day. I was working a full-time job. It started off where I was trying to film something and edit every day. Then I went into where I would film something one day, edit it the next, film something one day, edit it the next. And the good thing about vlogging, that's the con, is that you're working so hard all the time. You're trying to push stuff out.
Yeah.
The good thing about it was every day, besides like the editing days, the filming days, I was pushed to do something interesting. I couldn't just stay home and watch Netflix. I was I need to go do something
to film.
Like bombing down a mountain on a kayak in the snow, or we did that, and just all kinds of stuff like that smoothie challenge, and you just have to do interesting stuff. You end up having a lot of fun, but the thing is, when you're doing this stuff, you're focusing on filming it and making a good video out of it rather than actually having a good time with your friends.
Oh yeah.
Which that was something I didn't like. I didn't like that at all. I didn't like all the work. So now what we do is we're doing podcasts. And with podcasts, as you guys know, I'm on your podcast right now. You obviously have one. Is that like with mine though, personally, we do it once a week. We film once, but I'm able to get like multiple videos out of that one filming. We don't do any editing after. We just film it. Well, we do. I'll explain the editing part actually. I just burped.
It's okay.
We film for like 50 minutes to an hour, and then we're done. Really, we just post that. Then in the middle of the week, I watch the podcast, and I think, oh, that's a funny clip out of that podcast. I'll post that, and then I'll go like to like an old podcast and get a clip out of that. So you're really filming for 50 minutes a week. You're doing about 10 minutes of editing because there's no actual like editing tricks. You just take the section of the video you want out and post that. So I usually get like 3 videos a week, and I only film for 50 minutes now and edit for like 10 minutes or whatever. And it's,
it's low maintenance, but it's fun.
Compared to like, say I was putting in 20 hours when I was vlogging, I'm doing like an hour and a half now.
And the fun thing about it is you can basically do all the crazy shit and enjoy it and then talk about it afterwards.
Oh yeah.
Yes, exactly. And I do hope to do vlogs. Like I was thinking about doing like a weekly thing where I'm not doing like it's like 5 minutes of like highlights. Like if I'm doing something fun, I could just be like, this is what we're doing. And then like take that clip, like for like 5-second clip, and just throw that together with stuff I did all week. And then it'd probably be more interesting because you're getting all the highlights and it's hardly affecting you whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
That's like something I've never heard of before either. That's pretty innovative.
What?
I don't know.
I've just
been thinking about doing it.
I think that's what David Dobrik does. And he's the one with like the most.
It is what, dude. I just discovered him yesterday, actually, and
I've seen a few of his videos. They're pretty crazy. He just does like
this DM I sent to him yesterday.
Yeah, he
Did
just
he
does
answer you?
No, not well. Actually, I have a DM. It might have been him. No, it's Spencer Sanciolo.
Oh.
Who's that? Just delete him, block him. I haven't blocked him.
So I watched
Fuck
this
that guy.
dude's video yesterday, David Dobrik, where he got he like showed like Miranda Crossgrove to
Yes.
whatever that other
To
dude-
Josh
Josh
Peck.
Peck.
Josh Peck. And I was like, well, he DM'd her and she answered. Maybe if I DM him, he'll answer. So this is what I said to him. Hey, David, my name is Mambo. I think we would make awesome friends! ! I have a podcast called The Real Podcast, and that makes me famous, just like you. So it wouldn't be weird if we chilled or anything. Hit me up if you want to be friends. And I thought, he might not hit me up, but there is the possibility where he would share that because of how stupid it was. And, I mentioned the podcast in it, so,
We'll keep an eye out.
You know what? He has his own podcast too.
Oh,
He does.
Yeah, so it kind of fucked you.
Or he might
like-
talk, or
he's-
that's a bigger platform for him to talk about it on.
maybe
You know
don't
what?
mention it.
Maybe he'll talk shit. He'll be like, this motherfucker is trying to get me to be his friend.
Yeah.
It's
And-
The Real Mambo. And then boom, 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 boom.
Yeah,
millions.
These vlogs are funny, and they're all bullshit.
They are.
You can tell they just make everything up. Like,
And
they're
he-
not
big
actually
time.
doing that stuff.
Dude, he buys all his friends fucking Teslas. I want a fucking Tesla.
What the hell? Dude, that's my dream car. I talked about that on one of my podcasts.
You did. And you know what? Maybe if you're friends with him, he'll buy you a fucking Tesla.
You should buy me something, like an ice cream cone or something.
Anything.
I mean, I went
Start
out of my
little,
way
start
to
small.
write that big message to him.
That took 20 seconds of my day. He owes me that.
I just want him to be my friend.
You know what? I
just
said
I
need-
think I deserve that.
I did kind of write a similar message to Post Malone. I got drunk one time, like last year, and I messaged Post Malone. I was like, "Hey man, listen, I just want to drink a Bud Light with you." And I sent it. And never wrote back to me.
I asked Taylor Swift out
Did you?
on Instagram. She didn't answer.
I think.
Have you ever had any like contact with any celebrity whatsoever? I had one interaction with Bradley Martin. He has like his own.
Oh yeah, he's the workout guy.
Yeah,
you talked to him.
Well, no, he liked one of my tweets though.
What?
Because if you get
that's pretty good.
I had like 2 of his shirts, so I tweeted a picture of me wearing it.
Yeah.
It was like the best way, because his big thing is every day's arm day. The best way to like break in a new Bradley Martin shirt is if like hit arms.
Yeah.
I hit legs that day. I just took a picture of me curling something, and then he liked the tweet. So I was like, "Fuck it, that's awesome."
Oh, that's pretty cool. I've never talked to anybody like too famous, like just people off YouTube, but nobody that has more than like 1 million subscribers. Like Chris Rudnick's probably the most famous person I know, and he's just one of my friends, and he's like, you wouldn't really consider him a famous person. He just has a lot of.
He's like YouTube.
How many subs? Yeah.
Probably like 350,000, I think.
Yeah, something around there. And he's known by so many other like more famous people, like more famous YouTubers, like, and the guy he hangs out with, Tommy.
Yeah.
He's got like he's friends with like this bigger guy on YouTube, TJ Hunt, and
Oh really? They're friends?
yeah, and Adam LZ. I remember they had a video talking shit about it.
Oh man.
They used it like in their intros.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, people have been asking me to get Tommy on, but I don't think it'll happen because he doesn't have any reason to come on. He's not that kind of guy who's like excited to do stuff like that.
And I feel like you have to. If it's not going to benefit him, he's not really going to do it for himself.
But like, there are people who are like who would come on and it wouldn't benefit them at all, and they're still willing to come on.
Yeah.
Like pretty much everyone I have on, they don't get any benefits.
Yeah.
Probably the most famous person me and Hunter know is or me and Spencer knows our friend Hunter, who's
Hunter.
gonna actually be on
Yeah, I saw him on the list. Who's Hunter?
He's gonna be on next week.
We
He's
literally
my
talk about
childhood
Hunter.
best. We do talk about him every podcast. He's my childhood best friend.
He's famous.
I've noticed he has like 30K on YouTube. He is.
Yeah,
This
so
dude's bigger than me.
Well, it's him, Alex, and his brother Jack, and they filmed just short videos.
Oh, really?
Except they did a Slender in real life. And this one's Slenderman. Like, remember when the game came out? Like this.
I don't know.
It's some like this was like probably 5 years ago. They made this huge series, like millions of views on each one. It's crazy. So he's gonna be on hopefully this week. I was with him. I went to the gym with him today, actually.
yeah,
You guys are killing it, dude.
they're like they have a huge following. I'm in a lot of their videos actually.
Yeah.
I've done some pretty fucked
Spencer
up
did a
shit on
rap
camera.
in one of them.
Yeah, I did a rap.
He's also
You gotta
shirtless
get
in
the
another.
shout-outs, dude. You gotta get them to shout you out, dude.
Yeah, they're not.
They don't really post as
They're
much
actually
anymore.
like doing kind of podcasts or like they started doing some podcasts. I don't know if they're gonna continue with that or if they're gonna do.
We
more
could ask
videos.
Hunter next week. But
Yeah.
they all of them go to URI, or Jack graduated, so they do a lot of like projects like that where they're doing like feature length, like probably 30-minute videos, and they're actually like professional videos. They're really cool guys. Check them out. They're Juntex on YouTube.
Yeah, Juntex is awesome. It's actually, you know what? I told them that they need to change the name because I'm in so many videos. Juntex is Jack, Hunter, and Alex all combined. But I told them they need to change it to Juntexer because
Spencer's
Spencer.
in it. Everyone goes for Spencer.
Yeah, that's why they get all the views.
I made a very nice short film once, actually. It was just a well-edited black and white artistic film about me making a sandwich.
Sounds
And
pretty good.
At the end, I made love to it.
I was gonna say this had to have turned into a porn.
It did. It was.
Something's got to be fucked up for it to go on your channel.
It was soft porn.
Oh my god.
At least it was some type of porn.
Yeah, dude, that's the thing. I've been trying to clean my act up on my videos. Like this is like
That's
like
all
me
YouTube
right
wants.
now. Me right now is like me like trying to hold back.
You did get a lot of swearing out before the podcast, though. You said you were gonna do that.
But like I was saying, like I got ads pulled off my last video. I have a certain type of ad that is only for people like me. But yeah, I just don't want to say like that. I don't want to say fuck so much.
I don't want to fucking say fuck so much.
It's a bad look. And I know that, and I don't want to say it as much anymore. So I'm working on that. And what happened last time is we had such a big we had a microphone issue. And so I had big intentions before the podcast that I was like, all right, don't swear so much. But we had such a long issue with the microphone that I forgot about that because like all that time went by, and then I forgot that I wasn't supposed to. I ended up going off about, Michael Jackson and him hooking up with kids and stuff. But
Jesus.
so, it didn't. I didn't end up cleaning up my act for that one. But better
Maybe
luck
next
time.
episode.
Better luck next time. on the whatever the hell we're gonna call it, stoner thoughts, or what the hell we're gonna call it. I don't know. When I talk about the simulation theory, I'm trying to come up with a good name for what I want to call that series, because I want to do it as like a series.
Oh yeah.
Where we like talk about like weird stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like I don't know. I think that'd be cool.
You know what is the hardest thing about making a podcast? I think is coming up with a title for your show.
Oh yeah. We could talk for hours, but coming up like one title to hit it all.
Mine was the title for each episode. Yeah, I call mine by the number.
Well, we do that, but then it's like we're like episode 5, and then we're like,
well, mine, yeah. Well, because yours isn't really usually guests, so like it's a little bit more difficult because you have to come up with a name. You can't just say, Spencer and Jared. Like my episodes are just named after whoever the guest is, really.
yeah.
Like I had Grillo and Ant on, so I said episode 7, Grillo and Ant.
Do you plan on? I mean, we've already talked about some things you're gonna do for the future, but are you planning on doing, solo episodes in the future?
Just myself?
Yeah.
I don't have any plans on that. I was actually, sort of. I was thinking about doing an entire different thing, and I wouldn't even call it a podcast, but like, kind of where like I talk about like current events and stuff, and it's not like just like a solid stream where I'm just talking like not one shot, but like kind of edited and stuff where it's kind of choppy and it like goes to the clip, and then I'm like, whoa, look at that, and then
Tosh.0.
Yeah, similar, like yeah.
Except not really like clips. You're really just like
I don't know.
talking about shit.
Like me behind the microphone, but it's just kind of more fast paced. It's not where I'm just like going on and on and on. I don't know. It's hard to explain where I want to go with that, but I want to do that. I want to do topic episodes where I have like. Maybe I have like a challenge. I have somebody come on and we do a challenge. We were gonna do a Cards Against Humanity episode.
Oh, that'd be funny.
My girlfriend just got Cards Against Humanity, but the Office edition.
Oh yeah.
She just spent like $30 off on a sketchy website, and
oh god,
it showed up in the mail in a green package. So.
It took all of our credit card information, but we got it, so it's okay.
Why does it matter that it was a green package?
I don't know. I want to specify that, so like if anybody else has bought something off there and they're like, oh yeah, I got a green package in the mail too, and my identity got stolen, and I'm in $7 million credit card debt.
A 2-week advance before you get fucked over.
Well, it wasn't mine, so I'm good.
That's fine.
It's gonna be Abby.
Nobody in their right mind would steal my identity. That's why I'm not worried about it.
Well, they already know who you are if they watch your stuff, so you're all good.
I'm gonna start just telling my social security number. Take it.
Oh god.
I'll trade you.
Nobody can be as bad as this.
Do you want to be in debt? Here's a social security number for you.
Oh god, that's funny.
0.
The title of this podcast is just gonna be your social security number.
All about Mambo's social security number.
Just like that song with the suicide hotline number. We just do
by Logic.
Yeah.
We had
That's inappropriate. Poor taste.
We have some questions from some of your followers and some of our followers.
I forgot.
But I think first, before we do that, I want to talk about what Jared brought up, which was the van dwellers.
Oh shit! Okay.
Van dwellers. Let's go.
So like I talked about earlier, like on other podcasts, in between classes at school, I just go on Reddit. I'm just searching, finding anything popular, and that's how we come across like PETA, anti-vax, all that other shit we talk about in the other podcasts. This time, I came across a subreddit called Van Dwellers, and it is the coolest shit ever. I was like, okay, what do I have in store for this? I click on it, scroll through the pages. People are spending thousands of dollars renovating these huge vans. They'll put like beds in there, and they'll straight up just live off this van. And that's like people's life goal. They absolutely love it. There are people driving around. They have like a decked out van, TVs, video games in it. And then you look out the window and it's just like they're right next to the ocean.
Oh.
Like I never in a million years thought, you know what? I would be interested until I saw how much like effort these people are putting into it and how like livable it actually is. They have like, you guys seen like tiny homes?
Yeah.
They have all those channels. It's kind of like that, except it's pretty much just like a mobile tiny home. It's crazy what people do.
I'm all about living in a smaller space because I don't like to clean.
Like the closet. The closet was an ideal spot for you.
It couldn't get any smaller. It actually could have, because there was all that extra ceiling space. You just need enough room for you to fit in without hitting your head on the ceiling when you sit up.
Oh, yeah.
So if you got rid of the ceiling space. But, like, I don't have any problem living in a small space. Like, maybe the size of this room. It's like 10 by 12 or something like that. I don't know. I'm a carpenter. I'm supposed to know how. But, When I was
Spencer doesn't even know it's his house.
when I was vlogging, I would always think like, man, if I could just live off YouTube, I could live in a van and drive around the country and see cool shit. But
Perfect content right there. Just uploaded McDonald's.
Yeah, exactly. So that would have been cool. You just
could
go
do
cool
it.
places.
It's just like money. Because, YouTube, if you're doing it with YouTube, you could be making money off YouTube. It just, if that revenue stops, you have no job to fall back on.
Yeah,
and with
exactly.
YouTube, anybody gets kicked off like for the smallest shit.
You can get kicked off. You got to have a backup. You could have like a company. Like Adam LZ does really well with his clothing line.
Oh, yeah, a lot of people who aren't getting like, David Dobrik talks about in his podcast. He says that he gets barely any money from his YouTube ad revenue.
Yeah,
Even though he has, barely him, but like a shit ton.
I think I barely get any money. Just like $100,000 a month. It's barely any money.
Yeah, what the fuck
Nothing
is that?
compared to my million I make off clothes.
Yeah, exactly. The money's in overpriced clothes.
But the van idea is so cool. I just think it'd be sick to just drive around and it's like everything's right there. You don't have to walk. You you just everywhere you go in your van. And you just park on the side of the road. I have a friend that lives in LA in a van actually.
Oh damn.
He rode BMX with me a lot. And he works for S&M Bikes. He welds the parts for the bikes. Like
cool.
Frames and stuff. John Ziner.
Oh, okay.
And he was living in a van. I don't know if he still lives in a van, but last time I talked to him a few months ago, he was living in a van down there, and he would just like move spots. And he was cool with it. He said he just saves a lot of money. He bought the van for like $2,000, and he was paying like $1,000 in rent a month. So
yeah, but the scariest thing about living in a van is if someone like say you go like into a restaurant, someone takes your van, that's everything you have.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that would suck.
See, there it is, the downfall of a van.
Oh shit.
Well, like hopefully you have
closet.
good. Yeah. Hey, can I just rent out the closet? Like you can rent out the whole other space.
I just want the
use
closet.
and sometimes the shower. Like
No, I don't need that. I'll get a bucket of water.
So that would suck. But I like the van idea, and I've considered the tiny house idea too. Because like I was saying, I'm a carpenter, so I could build a tiny house myself, and a lot of the materials I can get off of jobs. Like, I'll just take a couple 2x4s here.
Oh, God, don't say this shit, man.
No, but a lot of the
put it
times,
in this van.
a lot of the time we do like demo and stuff, and people are gonna get new windows and stuff, so you could take the windows and stuff.
There's
like
a lot of like
There's
materials.
a lot of recycled materials you could use, and so I think that if I bought a piece of property for say $20,000, I could build a tiny house for very cheap, like another $10,000, and have everything I need. So
yeah, exactly.
$30,000, maybe living in like a hut the size of this room we're in. Whatever.
You just gotta like the best thing that people do. They'll do lofts, so they'll just raise their bed up pretty high, and they have the entire room and the floor,
which is awesome. That's exactly what I would do, and it's just so cheap to heat. Your bed. You get
definitely.
a little wood stove.
Yep.
You put like
Done.
5 planks in there, and it heats up the whole house.
Exactly.
My
Like, it probably get too hot.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
My friend CJ just built a tiny home, and it's like almost done. Yeah, he lives up in Winchester.
Oh yeah.
CJ Kolick.
Oh yeah, I know the name. I don't really know him.
Yeah, he's a cool dude. He's a carpenter too, and he bought like a.
Next episode, who's the better carpenter?
We'll
Who can build a tiny home faster?
He's been building his for a while.
Money. I don't have any money.
The nice thing is he gets laid off, so like he gets laid off and he just like saves a bunch of money because he still lives at home with his parents.
Yeah.
So he'll save all his money and then he just like spends it all on the tiny home. But his tiny home is decked out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he bought a.
That's sick.
A big.
It's so cost effective.
Big gooseneck trailer like that was used for somebody's business to like store their tooling.
Yeah.
And
And you're saying he converted it?
Yeah, he demoed the whole thing so it was just to the frame, and then he built the whole house up.
That's
from there.
awesome. Good for him, dude.
Yeah.
That's pretty good shit.
Dude, I've been watching this series, Cabin Land, with Sarah Underwood. I follow her on Instagram because she's super hot. She's always posting her ass and stuff.
Oh my god.
And so like she's got like this YouTube channel with this dude who's like, this girl's like, she probably has a lot of money and she's real hot. For some reason she's dating this like carpenter guy. And
That could be me.
Yeah,
That's
so
what
like,
you're
that's
thinking.
why I'm like, whoa. Okay, so my life might not suck one day. So, they've got like this YouTube series where they're building this place called Cabin Land. They're building all these little cabins. And I was like, wow, that looks sick. I don't know. I forget where I was gonna go with this. It was related, but I just started thinking about that girl's ass. I think.
Oh my god. But kind of off that, have you ever seen the Treehouse Masters?
Yeah,
That's
dude.
the coolest shit.
That show's
ever.
sick. Guy's kind of a creep. He might be up there with MJ. No,
Oh
I'm just
god,
kidding.
no, he's a nice dude.
No, he's a nice guy. He really is. Yeah, I like that show a lot. And he's got like his own little treehouse land.
Yeah, they make some
I'm starting
crazy
to think
shit.
these other guys are copying that guy.
Hey, you never know, man. Or who knows?
See, I just watched like Property Brothers. And
Oh my god.
Dude, that's you figure it out, Spencer, man. You picked the worst one.
Yeah.
Of all.
You know what? I should have done was.
Do you want to
taken
hang
the
out with my mom?
opportunity-
She sips wine. She watches those shows
I
all day
would
if you want.
You know what? I would. Love
Actually, no, I
hanging
take
out
it back.
with
I take it back.
You know what? Give me a time and place.
You know,
I will
Pierre's
go
gonna listen to this and kick your ass.
I'll go hang out with Lori. Lori's a good lady, but I should have taken the opportunity to probably like go up there and film him, building the tiny home when he first started, because like that would have been
Opportunity
such a good,
missed.
That would have been such good content just to see what he's
That'd be
doing. Shit.
interesting.
Like just like the idea he took, because his plan isn't to buy land. His family has so much land, he's just gonna park it in the back for right now. but what he's gonna end up doing is like.
You can move that shit around. That's
Eventually,
awesome about
he's
it.
got a big Duramax, so he's just gonna like haul it around, and then wherever he wants to hook it up, he hooks it up. Everything's gonna be it's off the grid completely.
It's a good way to do it,
Yeah.
man. It's a lot of people are going that way. I think that's going to be. I think houses are going to be getting much smaller in the future, on average. I think people are going to be living in like tiny houses.
Well, I mean, there's
It's going to be a lot more people because I feel like it's going away from like the traditional apartment route.
oh yeah.
Like around here, you don't see new apartment buildings going up. You see like these
Mini houses. Or not really mini,
Yeah,
but just
and
like
eventually these apartments around here that were built in like the early 1900s that are these old Victorians that are converted into apartments or whatever with like the triple decks. and
oh
stuff.
yeah.
You know, those are going to end up falling down and stuff. And they're not going to rebuild stuff like that.
No, nothing
From
like
a-
that.
I bet people want to be on their own thing. I think people are going to be doing these tiny houses.
Yeah, from like a firefighter's perspective, these tiny houses are like it just sucks for the people if anything ever happens to them, because you literally just lose everything.
In seconds.
You put it out with a bucket of water, though.
Yeah, but that thing's already gone to the ground
Yeah.
because everybody uses all this new shit, like all this like engineered wood and everything like
That
that.
just catches fire instantly.
Yeah.
I saw a video, a time lapse of a fire in a living room, and it had like 2015, whatever, because I saw this a few years ago. It was like materials from 2015 versus materials from 1950. 1950 ones, was a slow burn. The 2015 was just like,
Yep.
Yeah. Well, it's the wood.
People are making
there's-
cheaper and
yeah.
cheaper like materials and just sending them out there because it helps them, benefits them.
if you look at the rings in a 2x4 compared to 1900, like when I go into a house from 1900 and I cut the 2x4 in half that I'm ripping out of the wall, you'll see that the rings inside the 2x4, the wood, are much tighter together.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like a 16th apart, and say if it's pine, and or Doug fir. And now today you get like a piece of Doug fir 2x4, and you look at the rings, and they're about a 1/4 inch apart.
So
and
you're
it's
a
because
lot
of-
younger, right?
What?
Is that's the age, right?
Yeah, the
No, but
rings
that's like
say the age, but
How compressed it is.
they're not.
pretty much.
What I'm saying is they're not as compressed now. It's showing that the wood's not as dense as it once was, making
Gotcha.
it's not as strong.
What kind of podcast is this? This is the most like
Wow.
focused we all have been this whole podcast. We're talking about
The most
house
interesting
wood.
part. But anyway, it's because I'll just finish this up quick, just so that I'm not just ending it randomly.
Yeah, exactly. Because we're running out of time.
Anyway, the wood's not as strong, blah, 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 and it's because it's not the old growth trees that we once had. We now have these farm raised trees that are, genetically modified and blah, 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 blah,
Blah,
blah.
blah, blah.
Gotcha. That makes more sense.
Let's get to your questions that you have.
Yeah, I know.
You probably throw in one question or something.
All right, so, let's see here. We got.
So ill prepared. This is
Yeah, what's
actually
wrong with you,
Mambo's.
buddy?
This is what's cool. Is this a live interview to take Spencer's spot?
Oh, is that what this is?
That's what this
This
is.
is a casting?
I know you have your own.
I
You
always
have a lot
wanted
of
to be
stuff
in a
going.
casting video, but
Oh,
this isn't the
God.
kind I was thinking
no.
of.
Well, after this is over, we'll film another extra episode.
Stop
Do you
it.
have a black couch?
We do in the living room.
Oh my God.
It's not going to be in this studio,
And
but
this
we
is
have
why I
another
go
one
home.
Ooh,
downstairs.
this is a secret studio.
If you just follow us down the
Studio
stairs.
X.
Oh my God.
So this one guy wrote me the same question 3 times, and
he really wants
Who
it.
is it?
I don't even know. I think it's one of your followers.
I hope not.
It's definitely one of your followers based on the question.
My followers don't have anything good to say.
So Ryan _Wiley 1120 asks, tits, ass, or puss?
Oh my God! Why do you ask this on yours?
Ass.
Okay, all right. All right. Well, listen, these people ask the question. We have to give it to them.
He asked it 3 times, so he really wants this.
Okay,
He
so
really wants this.
Ryan _Wiley 1120 asks.
No, asked it 3 times.
I'm thinking you're gonna change your answer.
I'm not gonna change my answer.
It's all booty.
Oh my God!
Okay, Alberto Escobarski 96 asks, or actually, it wasn't even a question. He just said, "Till She Cries" by Mambo was the best song he ever wrote. How do you feel about that?
I think it was the best song I ever wrote, but it was a community effort. I passed the note cards around to everybody at the skate park, and they all wrote something mean down about Melanie. And then I made a song. Shh.
I'll bleep her name
How
out.
many times do I yell at you for saying people's
so
full
anyway-
names?
I'll bleep her name out.
All right, we were in high school. It was a mean thing to do. I feel terrible about it, but
She's a nice lady. She actually
We're good
served me
friends.
beers at the
Stop,
okay,
Spencer.
legally.
no,
No,
it's
that's not what I'm
It's
talking
not-
about.
It's not that. It's,
You are clueless.
so anyway,
This is why I need a new come out.
just to make myself seem like less of an asshole, I'm going to say this. I deleted the song, and she yelled at me and demands that I put it back up, and I still haven't put it back up. So she's really mad that the song's not up. So
At least she's a good sport about it.
She's just cool.
She liked
person.
it. She liked the song a lot.
So why don't you give out more of her information, Spencer? Come on.
Well, her social
We know you-
security number.
She liked the song a lot. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it was probably that, and cocaine and white women are probably my best
Oh
songs.
my God.
I've never done a drug before. Let's just put that out there. People think I have. I never have, because I'm like always doing like I go out and drink and stuff. Everybody's like, yeah, he's probably doing drugs too, and I never have. But then I wrote like a song called Cocaine and White Women. That didn't help.
That didn't help at all.
Like,
I'm gonna say it definitely didn't help.
if you listen to the lyrics, you would get that I'm lying through the whole song, because every line is like, I'm smoking crack and blah 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 blah. Like I know.
Blah 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 blah. I want to know what all
I
these
gotta
blah blah
stop
blah.
saying blah blah blah. That's a bad habit, especially for somebody whose like new thing is like talking into a microphone for a long time.
Yeah, exactly.
My new profession is supposed to be about talking. I'm not very good at it. It's just blah 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 blah.
Out_of_it asks, do you miss the moped life?
I don't miss the moped life at all, because
He got hit by a car.
I got hit by a car, and that sucked. And then after I got hit by the car, my mom made me wear a helmet, and that was embarrassing.
Aw.
I was gonna ask you if you wore a helmet when you got hit, but
No, I got
There's the
rocked.
answer.
And my other boy got hit by a moped, and he was like dead, and then came back to life. And I was like, oh, when I got hit by a moped, nothing really happened. And he's like, well, what are you trying to say? I'm like, oh, nothing.
Oh,
He
God.
was like in a coma for like 3 months. I'm like, yo, yeah, nothing happened when I got hit. He's like, yeah, well, fuck you.
Jesus.
well, damn.
We were just talking. I was just with him last night talking about it. He actually gave me my new microphone.
Well, that's good. Chief Wickham asks, would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or 1 horse-sized duck?
One
Horse-sized
horse-sized duck. It's like boss level in Mario or whatever. It
Yeah.
just feels more boss level.
That's such an odd question.
Well, hey, Chief Wickham asked us.
Chief Wickham Masses. Is that somebody you know?
No, Chief
Chief
Wickham
Wickham asked
he asked
this.
the question. I don't know him. It's definitely
Not-
one of your followers.
Not Chief Wickham
Oh, I
Asses.
thought you were telling me it's like somebody that is like the police chief or something. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh god. No,
Blah blah blah.
We can't post this.
It's live right now.
He's the guy I was telling blah 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 to the other night.
As soon as you leave, we have SWAT cars out. That's how we get more views.
Like I was saying, I'm joking about everything I said here. Nothing I've been lying this whole podcast. Nothing I said actually happened.
Missy13 asks, how much did they pay you to be on the podcast?
How much did we pay him?
Yeah.
You know what? I think it was like 6 cents. 6 cents. I think they gave me.
It was the bang in his hand.
I banged them with my hand.
Oh my God.
They didn't pay me anything. They're good friends of mine. And I'm happy to be here.
We appreciate you. Our last question is, from Emily Vasilla.
Oh, hi, Emily.
When is the long hair, bandana, and tie-dye shirts going to make a comeback?
All right, so the tie-dye shirt and the bandana has made a comeback. I wore it the other day. The long hair will not make a comeback unless scissors cease to exist.
Okay.
Wow.
That's
Or there's no barbers or something.
Spencer's girlfriend is a hairdresser, so you might be fucked when it comes to that.
Yeah.
If there's no scissors, then she can't cut it.
Okay.
Well, what about clippers?
There's no electricity either.
Shit.
No scissors or electricity.
No sharp objects.
So, Emily, you know what you have to do.
How long would your hair get if you didn't cut it?
Doesn't
just
it?
keep going?
It just keep going. Yeah, I think it would go.
It
as long
slows
as,
down though. It slows.
Yeah.
It stops growing like after a while. So
Strange. It's strange. That's why I think we're aliens or something. Because that
Or a
doesn't make any
simulation.
sense. Yeah, alien simulation.
You know what? The simulator could be determining each person's separate hair growth. It's like, oh, I want this guy's hair to grow super long today, and then
Boom.
this guy's gonna be bald now.
I told one of my friends once about the simulation. He says, "Well, that wouldn't make sense. Like if like I have my own thoughts and stuff." And I'm like, "You just think you have your own thoughts." Somebody well, I can tell myself that I want to move my hand like this, and I was like, "You just think that that's your decision. Somebody did that, and that made your brain think."
You know what's even more fucked up to think about?
What?
That if that's the case, this whole podcast was already a preconceived thought, and they already controlled everything that we already are saying.
That's what
I think if someone already controlled that, they wouldn't put it out.
Like, let's get these three guys together and see if they'll do a podcast. Let's see what that would look like. It's like these it's like a game of Fortnite or something. You know, it's like these three fucking 10-year-olds. I bet my guy
Can incriminate himself 4 times this podcast.
Whoever is controlling me is like this 14-year-old freak, dude. Like,
Oh god.
there's the car. Here comes the fucking car. Bang! Bang! Yes! Yes! Yes!
Oh, we're gonna go down the kayak. I'm out with a kayak in the snow.
He's just chilling now. He's like, yeah, my guy does a podcast now.
He's like 18. He's like,
Yeah.
My guy does a podcast now.
Oh god.
Dude, my guy's got to figure his shit out. Get me rich, guy. Get me rich. Don't make me do this. Do something better. I want to be a...
Excuse me? There's something better than this podcast?
Well, just like what I'm doing in life in general.
No, I'm
Like,
just fucking
where
with
I
you.
am right now, it could be better.
yeah.
My podcast needs to be better. Like, fuck. I mean, I guess it's not all of his fault. He's probably an idiot. The guy controlling me.
If you were what if you were just like a small version of what he actually is?
Tiny. He looks like me, but he's really big.
Yeah.
I thought I was a big guy. I saw my old carpentry teacher the other day. Or not the other day, the other month. I saw him a few months ago. And he told me I got really big.
Were you happy about that?
Yeah, and my coworker was like, wow, good for you. And I'm like, yeah, I'm really big now because we were at the lumberyard where this happened. It's not the only thing that's bigger.
Oh my god. And that's where we end the podcast.
Yeah, everybody, thanks for listening. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, well, let everybody know where they can find you besides YouTube at the,
You could find me on, YouTube, you can find me on, if you look up DeReal Podcast, no spaces, no capital letters, no nothing. You can find me on Instagram at DeReal Mambo. And you could find me at my house in real life.
Oh god. Come on, plug your address. Throw a social security number in there too.
87.
All right, yeah, that's the end of the podcast. Remember, make sure to check us out on Spotify, SoundCloud, Stitcher,
iTunes,
YouTube,
Stitcher.
and
What the fuck? Why? We gotta stop saying Stitcher. We're not.
no one
Don't
listens.
fucking listen to us.
Oh, you could find me on Minds at DeReal Podcast. Minds is a new website where it's open source.
Is it?
Yes. So you know they're not screwing around, and I've got 5 followers right now.
Oh, that's
Hey.
awesome.
I'm trying to get my foot in the door there. And also, you could find me on Patreon where you could give me money and buy stickers. Every month, we'll send you a new sticker. It's my face photoshopped on another guy's naked body.
Oh my god. Oh, jeez, and that's the podcast.
All right, guys. We'll
All
see you
right.
next time.
Peace.
Peace.